console game is popular too, right? But now mobile game is more popular. But how do you think about
I mean,
trends?
they seem to be going there. They seem to be staying a little bit separate and merging over each other.
Emerging? How to emerging?
Well, it seems like they're releasing games for both, right? You've got like Grand Theft Auto Chinatown, which I believe started on. It started on DS. Can't remember where it started. Ended up on tablets. I think it's on phones too. It's just across every platform there is. So you see more and more games utilizing PC, console, mobile, tablets, all at the same time now, and figuring out where their market is. So I see it spreading everywhere. And I think people, like I'm not willing to play a first-person shooter on a tablet. It's terrible, it feels horrible. But there's plenty of other games that feel great on phones and tablets.
Yes.
There's even some games I don't even want to play on a console because I want my keyboard and mouse. Like Overwatch, I'm not going to play that on a console. It's not as good on a controller when it comes to a first-person shooter. So the markets have their specialties, but the crossover is huge now. It just feels like people will, if they get the opportunity to play it, they're going to play it. And the more it's spread around, the better. I don't see it. It doesn't look like it's going to abolish the consoles, tablet, and phones, which for maybe a couple of years there, people were fearful of. They're like, oh, consoles are going to die. I don't think that will happen.
But the console games, like their art resolution or the screen resolution is higher. So if the player wants to have the high experience, like.
Well, yeah, having a big screen is, a much more interesting experience than sitting on your tablet like this, or your 3DS like this. So yeah, that's an advantage. Same with PC, having a big screen. And PC still has the advantage of people developing their own content. People go in and make their own levels, make their own games. You don't see that on consoles a lot yet. It's just a little bit of production for a while as they try and figure out how to ramp up their next console. So when that was happening, there's also the tablets were starting to take over and phones. So there was this huge shift between PS3, PS4, and Xbox 360, Xbox One. There was this huge shift. It must have been, I don't know how many studios closed around here because of that. Like most of the studios that were in the Bay Area, they're all gone now, right from that period. Just.
So as you mentioned, you say the VR is high demand, right? So how do you think about the AR and VR you say in the mobile game or the console game, PC game?
Yeah, I mean the market's still working itself out. That's for sure. I haven't seen the Drop Dead. I must own that game or app yet. Even when consoles come out, the new Zelda's out for the Switch, and it's like, well, that's about all I would buy for the Switch, and so I'm not going to buy the Switch until there's at least a bunch of games that I must own. I'm missing out. I gotta own that. That's what VR is in need of. Someone releases a game on VR, and you're just like, I have to experience that, and that's when people will, jump into the markets more when you have more of those games. Because the technology is the technology, but without the games, there's nothing. PlayStation 3 took a long time. It was behind Xbox 360 in the beginning. They came out super late, didn't have games forever. They caught up, but they were way behind Xbox in the beginning. So same with VR, and there's so much different hardware. What should I own? The Oculus, the Vive, or should I just get the PlayStation one?
Yeah.
There's too much choice. It has to work itself out. It's expensive too. The cheapest piece is like what, $500-600.
But I remember there are many like VR glasses for the mobile. It's cheap. Like
Oh yeah, they do have the VR glasses for the mobile. So I haven't experienced too much of that.
Too much?
I haven't tried out too many games or anything using them. Yeah, like I said, it just needs to work itself out. I think there's always going to be a market for it because I think the technology's there. It's just who wins out on the race. You know, is it Vive? Is it Oculus? Is it someone else? Is it just the cheap phone games? Is it PlayStation's version of VR? Is it? It's too up in the air. I mean, consoles have done that in the past too. New consoles have come onto the market and failed, you know, after a year or two. Yeah, like 3DO put out a console a long time ago. Atari's Jaguar and things like that. There's consoles that have come on the market that totally failed. You know, people have been stuck with nothing. So VR is still working itself out. It's definitely here to stay. Just not sure fully what it's going to be.